Hello, my name's Tommy, and yesterday was my son's 5th birthday, and we've entered the world of motocross. So both my 5-year-old and my 7-year-old have both been after a bike for years, and we never were in the right sort of position to do it, either financially or space-wise. But you know, things are changing. We get a bit more space in the future, so we decided to take the plunge. My wife and I did. So we got some bits and pieces, but it's been a real journey, like learning about everything and what we need and what you should have. So I thought I'd share something with you. Now, the bike is, what I read, the bike is just the first bit. That's the easy bit to get hold of. The rest of it is the maintenance and the, you know, all the other bits that go with it, because it is quite an expensive sport or hobby. Now, I don't know about you, but my kids, they like something 1 minute and it's all the rage, then, you know, the next day or the next week even it's completely out of fashion. So that being said, I wanted to make sure they were protected and looked after, but I didn't want to spend hundreds of pounds for them to use it once or twice, then never use it again. So with that in mind, I thought about things that I could buy that would keep them safe, that were good value for money, and also things that if I needed to, if they do decide that this is not for them, I can sell on, you know, to try to recoup some of that cost back. So I want to just quickly show you some of the bits I got. Now, a lot of the gear that I bought is entry level stuff. I didn't want to spend, like, you know, too much money, so I went with these shoes, the leopard brand, which you can get from Amazon. And for the protective suit, it's the bodysuit, not padded but protective, as in, you know, mud, water and stuff like that. You get the gloves, you get the helmet with the visor, and also the protective eye goggles. Now all of that came to £63, which is a really nice deal, very nice deal. We then purchased the body armor, which is the knee and shin pads. You also get the protective gloves with the protection on the knuckles and the fingers. And then you get the body armor, which does the chest, spine, shoulders, forearms, collarbones. Really good. And that, for all of it, was £43. We then brought the protective foam here for the neck. Prevents whiplash and stuff like that. Protects them when they're riding, which is fantastic. Now, obviously, it was my son's 5th birthday, but he's got a big brother, so I had to make sure that I took care of him as well. So I got him the size up. I'll definitely recommend buying a size larger than you normally would, because I did that. So this is a 9 to 10, which is obviously a lot older than my son, but it fits perfectly. So definitely get the bigger sizes if you're buying from the internet for these suits and stuff. I didn't get protective boot wear, but they're just going to use some of these, like moon boots they had. We used for camping and stuff like that, which they worked amazing yesterday. Waterproof, durable, and a bit of protection, but not, what should I say? And parents get some boots as well that's quite durable, because if you're out in the fields in the mud, it is a mucky thing. Tarpaulin, amazing. I'll get back to the tarpaulin and why in a minute. So that's the protective gear. Essential, good. You want to have it, you want to feel safe, and I know my wife would never let me get a bike for the kids if I did not get other protective gear, but it didn't cost the earth. It was reasonable, and like I said, I feel like I could sell it on again if I needed to. Which brings me to the next part now, which is obviously the bike. Now, again, on the bike, I didn't go entry level. You can get some really cheap bikes from the internet, you know, the Chinese market. You can pick up bikes for as little as like £60 and stuff like that, but the research that I did told me that they break very easily. It's very hard to get the you know, things fixed or to speak to anybody and stuff like that. So I went to the European market and I got the Nitro Whisper 49cc bike. It's a 2-stroke, because again, apparently 2-stroke motors are a lot easier to work with, easier for repair jobs and stuff like that, which is absolutely fantastic, because as I said, I'm a complete novice and I had no idea. So it came semi-assembled. I had to do a bit of work, like connecting the fuel filter, pump, stuff like this, you know, front wheel, and the brake disc system. Now, I'd never ever done anything like this before, so it was all new to me. But here we have a disc brake, which I didn't even know it wasn't connected. There was no instructions either, which, so beware of that, there's no instructions. So I'll definitely maybe record something about how to do that, because it was lots of trial and error, and there were not many videos on the internet about it. So that's the bike. The kids are really good. I got it 53 cms from the floor to ceiling, which is ideal for my 5-year-old. You can get ones that are 40 something, which would have been too small, and I think the standard is about 67 centimeters. Don't quote me on that, but again, that would have been a bit too high for my 5-year-old. My 7-year-old probably could have dealt with that, and I think going forward, if they stay into this hobby, that will be the next bike that we buy. But we're very happy with it so far. We've had a few lessons already. First thing I did when trying to start it, I managed to break the original fuel distribution. So I snapped this thing here, and all of a sudden, we hadn't even been out riding it yet, and I was devastated. I thought, oh my goodness, I've ruined my son's birthday. He's not going to ride it. But they're very cheap. The good news is these are very cheap. You can pick these things up for, like, you know, £1, something like that. I've bought a pack of 10 online that are arriving today, and I bought them for like £10, so that's really handy. We managed to find one from a car fitting place of all places, and I fitted it yesterday, so it was an easy fit. So again, there's something else maybe I can do later date and just show you a few things for any other novices that might be getting into this sport. All right, so that's the bike. And now, from our first day of riding, the trial and error that we went through, I thought I'm going to show you a few things that I'm going to pack. Okay, so obviously tools. The ratchet set here, really handy because things come loose, you need to tighten up. Screwdriver is really cool. You're going to need petrol. We run on unleaded petrol, and obviously it's a 2-stroke bike, so you need to put the 2-stroke oil in, which is amazing. We were given a bottle where you can mix it in here, which is great. You fill it up to the 500 with the petrol, and then 1.25, that's your level there to put the oil in. Now, we started yesterday smoking and oil coming out of the muffler here. This is a muffler, by the way, apparently not an exhaust pipe, which is what I learnt. And the reason for that was because I put too much oil into the mix, so smoke came out and it was like burning oil and spitting it out of the exhaust pipe. So apparently not to worry. So we're going out again today, but there's a few things I'm taking with me, and I'll tell you why. You need some things to help. So the first thing I'm doing, and we've got this from our camping kit where we used to go to festivals and stuff with the children. We used to make like a trolley here. We used to make little trolleys to drag the kids around in and stuff like that, which is really good. So what I'll do is I'll take this today along with a bike, and I will put all the bits and pieces in here. Now I'm going to take a little umbrella which you can stick into the ground, so we've got a bit of protection, some chairs for the kids, along with the oil and everything, a pump as well with the tools, which is really handy, and a packed lunch, because if your kids are anything like mine, they're always hungry when there's not food about. They're always hungry, so lots of water, especially for the parents, because if you're going out with your kid for the first time, you'll be running a lot behind the bike, you know, trying to hold them, support them, make sure that they're safe. So yeah, take lots of water, especially for yourself, mums and dads. Okay, and also the tarpaulin. This is amazing because I haven't yet purchased a behind the car trailer for 2 reasons. One is I'm going to sell my car, and 2, you need to attach an actual I think it's called a 2-prong trailer part to it, which is a few £100 to have it fitted. So I've not yet done that because I'm changing my car, but there are many things and ways to transport the car, but as of yet, because I've bought the bike and the things financially, and the fact that I'm selling my car, it didn't make sense to buy them yet. So what I've done is I've actually put one of the seats in the back forward and put the tarpaulin down, and put the bike on top of that. So I'll show you when I do it, but we're going to gear up now. I'm going to load up the car, and then me and the boy. And as you can see, we have a very cunning way of loading the car without getting a trailer at the moment. So one of the single seats has gone forward with the bike in there, and then we have all the rest of the kits. And this is a hatchback, by the way. This is a small 1.4 litre hatchback. We've managed to get a bike, helmet, protective gear in there, plus the trolley, oil and everything. And then we also have two very keen motocross riders. How are you doing, boys?
Great.
Sonny King? Oh, Sonny's not so keen, camera shy. Lovely, but the boys are ready to rock and roll. We're ready to rock and roll. Sorry, Bob, what was that? Sorry? No. And we are off for another motocross adventure. And that's the tarpaulin I was telling you about, why it's so important underneath the bike, because the bikes get filthy, and if you don't have a trailer on the back, that's what you need. Boom. Trolley came in handy for all the gear. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. What a result. Extend that bad boy, and look at that, we can get all of our stuff on the move and we can rock and roll. What a touch. And we have two young motocross riders here, excited and looking forward to some riding. Yes?
The second time that we're going to ride this motorbike.
Yeah, I can already hear a bike. Look, there's a bike behind there. Somebody else already riding. It's happening. Genius. Yeah. You can take your helmet off, Kizzy, you know. We're not there yet. You okay there, Sunny Bunny? You okay, King? Just put your helmet on there. Make sure it's secure so it doesn't come out. There we go. That's better. Everything in the trolley now. It's a handy idea, wasn't it? Are you ready for some action today? Yeah? Alright.